Let's call the meeting to order. Oath of
You
office.
seen that?
Yes, we are
I
gonna
don't
have
think they ever
Carrie
put
and
the
Josh
Bruce
come
on.
down front, and Savannah's gonna do their oath of office.
All right.
Hello. So the both of you are going to and then repeat after me. The name and by the authority of the state of Texas. And the name or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of the state of Texas. Will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. Oops. Yeah,
I guess that's all.
Oh, messed that one up. No big
Oh,
deal.
well, all that is.
So there are 10 of us now, is that correct?
There is 9.
Mitzi and,
All right. Thank you, guys.
So we have someone missing?
Dee. Dee Whitehead.
No, I'm
Busy Whitten.
I'm here.
You're there.
Yes, you want to introduce everyone?
Okay.
Yes, I just figured for the introductions, y'all can just go around and say your name so the new folks can meet everybody. Jeff, if you wanna start, since you're down here.
What do I do?
Just say your name, just so you introduce yourself to your other
Jeff
board members.
Jeff Aft, yes.
John Sloan.
Carrie Mitchell.
Chris LeBeau.
Z Whitehead.
Charles Bradbury.
Vicky Winthrop.
Josh Weigel.
Okay.
We're excited to have all of y'all.
Welcome, everyone. Okay, approval of minutes of the September the 3rd, 2025 Hlpc meeting.
I make a motion we approve the minutes.
We have a motion to approve the minutes. We have a second.
I second it.
We've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Jessica?
So the first item on your regular agenda is item 4A. Consider historic restoration grant reimbursement for 507 East Hospital Street. This is our last 2024 grant, had an extension, and so we're here today for the reimbursement consideration. So this applicant was approved to repair and replace rotten wood, repaint that replaced wood, and then repair a section of the roof. The estimated cost was $9,875. This original project deadline was January 13th, 2025, but the applicant requested and was approved for a 9-month extension, which the new deadline, excuse me, would have been November 3rd, but they've already completed the work, so submitted all of their reimbursement materials. They submitted invoices and proof of payment in the amount of $15,000, and this project was funded at 4.95% of the final project cost with a not-to-exceed amount of $489.20. And staff does recommend the release of grant funds in that not-to-exceed amount, which is $489.20. And also in your packet, you saw as well, the expense report. Everything was done to Mr. Bubbles power washing and remodeling, so made it very easy on the staff side to do all the accounting. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Do you have a motion to approve the historic restoration grant reimbursement for 507 East Hospital Street, HRG number 2024-017?
Yeah, I move that we release the funds for HRG 2024-017.
Have a motion, a second. Have a motion, now have a second from Johnny Sloan. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Ayes have it.
Your next item is, item 4B, another historic restoration grant reimbursement. This is for 727 Bodark Street. The applicant was approved to replace, the roof and level as far as under the property, the back bedroom at an estimated cost of $10,600. The applicant provided staff with copies of invoices and proof of payment in the amount of $5,568.39. And this project was funded at 11% of the final project cost with a not-to-exceed amount of $1,166. Since this project did come in under budget, staff recommends approval of the release of grant funds in the total of $612.52, which is 11% of what they actually spent on this project. And again, in your packet was also the expense report that shows the materials and then the construction costs at that $5,568.39. And I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
There being none, someone like to make a motion to approve HRG number 2025-0003?
I make a motion, we release the reimbursement for HRG 2025-003.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
We got a second? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Ayes have it.
Walking right through these today. So your next item is a HRG extension request. This is for 222 North Mound Street, HRG 2025-006. The applicant was approved for a historic restoration grant for 11% of a final project cost not to exceed $5,451.27. This was for exterior work, including air conditioning units, replacing some siding, and doing work of that nature. So this original grant deadline was for October 15th, the upcoming grant cycle. The applicant is requesting an additional 12 months to complete the process, or to complete the project. They had started on the two upstairs units to bring in some income to then fund some of these things. The restoration of that interior took a little bit longer, had some financial hardship, and now are ready to start on the outside. So still are keeping to the original plans, just took a little bit longer to get there. So they are requesting an additional 12 months. If HLPC approves, their new due date would be October 5th, 2026. So essentially a year from now. Staff does not make recommendations on these HRG extensions, but I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
We have a motion for approval or no motion for HRG 2025-0016.
I'll make a motion, we
Extend.
make an extension, please.
We have a motion to extend HRG 2025-006. Do you have a second?
I second that.
We have a second, motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, everyone in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Ayes have it.
And that is the last on your agenda. I will mention that your next meeting is Monday, November 3rd. This is the agenda traditionally that is packed because you will be considering the new round of historic restoration grants. So please make every effort to be here so we can get those grants approved and move that on to the city council, which is their next step before they start the projects.
Okay.
And that is all I have for you today.
Okay.
We did mention at one time the possibility of, is there any way to get any additional grant money for us to distribute?
We do not have any this year. All of that money comes from our hotel occupancy tax funds. And so when council went through our budget, we did get the $25,000 in hot funds, which is great. And also we have a little bit from years past where projects were not completed and people defaulted. So we'll have a little over 25 this year, not a lot. But we can kind of look into some additional funding sources that we may be able to use. We just don't have that for this year.
Now, the 25,000 grant has been that same amount for how long? We just
Since the mid-'80s.
Since the mid-'80s?
So it's, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And the total has gone up?
As far as,
Total amount collected has gone up, hotel and motel,
I believe so, yes. I don't have the exact.
but our
figure.
shares remain the same.
Yes, sir.
What do they do with the rest of the money?
It is split between our CVB, some is saved for our Historic Sites Department for maintenance, some goes to the Expo Center, but the majority of it goes to fund our CVB across the street. Because those can be used for, the hot funds can be used for historic restorations, tourism, things of that nature. So that's how it's split up, but I'd be happy to bring kind of a more detailed explanation so we can talk about that and then go through the HRG grants at the next meeting.
Good idea.
I mean, I wanted to say, I know that funds are always really short, but I own a house myself, and this is a nice incentive, but it's not a lot to consider some of the more serious repairs that are needed when you take on the responsibility of a house. So what do you guys think of that issue? Is there any way or discussion to be had about increasing that amount incentive for people to actually, do the necessary work on these places?
Yeah, we can certainly put that as a discussion item. Since it's not on the agenda today, we can't have a full discussion
Okay.
where everybody gives opinion. But I can put that as a discussion item as far as,
That's a good idea.
upping that in,
Okay.
that amount, finding other funding resources and things like that. So I'd be happy to add that.
Well, I understand money going for tourism, but tourism will fall off if we're not able to maintain our historic preservation, so.
I'll be happy to put that as a discussion and see if there's other money we can get from somewhere else, or if there's other cost shares we can look into.
Okay.
Great.
Do that.
Okay.
Great, and that is all I have for you today.
We adjourn the meeting.
All right, thank you.